Craig Bryson joining us this morning. It's kind of a complicated title. Did I get it right, Craig?
You did. Thank you very much for making that point. We appreciate that.
All right, because and there's a reason why the Road Commission for Oakland County is a Road Commission for Oakland County and not the Oakland County Road Commission, because you are a separate entity and a separate unit of government, separate from Oakland County, correct?
That is absolutely right. We are not funded by the county. We don't receive your property tax revenues through the county. We're a completely separate, as you mentioned, organization.
All right, you're the Road Commission for Oakland County, not the Oakland County Road Commission. So maybe
Correct.
a little technical distinction, but let's move on and talk about the roads. We have a potential weather event that could be pretty severe. When you see these maps moving across, and we'll look at them in a minute when Trent Frey joins us from the National Weather Service, and you see all that pink, snow to the north, rain to the south, and you see pink coming right through West Bloomfield. I imagine at your office, regardless of what you call it, that catches your attention, Craig Bryson.
Oh, it absolutely does. And we watch for this type of thing. And this type of ice that's potentially coming is one of our biggest concerns. Snow, while it might not be fun, is relatively easy. You plow it off the road, get it out of the way. Ice is a whole nother issue and a significant challenge. So we're watching it very closely.
Well, from a road perspective, and then beyond that too, we're talking trees and power lines and wind, and not only slippery surfaces, but maybe obstructions on the roads too. At the very least, power outages, all kinds of things can happen. What are your thoughts right now? What are your prognosticators telling you about what might happen? We'll get the real details from National Weather Service, but what kind of preparations are you making based on the information you have?
Well, at the moment, our thoughts are that we'll begin salting sometime tomorrow morning. The good news is it seems though it's going to come after the morning rush hour tomorrow, so that's a good thing. But you're absolutely right. Two of our biggest concerns are the down trees and the power lines, as well as the ice itself. Down trees or branches that fall on the road are a significant problem for us. Power outages can knock our traffic signals out, and that's a big concern and a safety issue as well. So we monitor those things as well as the salt. But at this point, the plan is to have all of our trucks out salting as soon as the freezing rain or the sleet starts tomorrow. The question, too, is whether it will start as liquid rain and then turn to freezing rain, or start as freezing rain, a wet road surface that then receives a freezing rain is a big challenge, and so we're concerned about that. We can't pre-treat that because the rain just washes anything we put down off the road before it does any good.
All right, so what's really happening is you can't get this stuff out there in advance. You got to wait until the event happens. You can't really prepare for it. Are you putting sand, salt, and liquid down in our area, or just some of those products?
No, we generally don't use sand on paved roads because in Oakland County, most of our paved roads have storm sewers, and the sand clogs the storm sewers and can cause flooding either now or later in the spring.
Okay.
So we don't want to create another problem. We do use a sand salt mixture on gravel roads where the sand can do more good and help to cause traction there.
Okay, and then are you using some of this new high-tech liquidy stuff, whatever that might be, or is it traditional road treatment materials?
We have for years been using naturally occurring liquid brine, which we pump out of the ground in our own wells. We found that to be more cost effective and more effective than any of the agricultural byproducts, chemical products that are on the market today. Most of those are very expensive because we pump the brine out of the ground. We get it essentially for free, and it seems to work better than those products anyway.
Go figure, and got to be a lot more environmentally friendly as well.
Correct. It's naturally occurring material.
Sure.
We just pump it out of the ground and use it.
All right, we got to run because we got to talk with the weather service. But just a final tip, Craig: if we're driving down the road, and I love the green flashing lights now. They really help. We know when there is snow removal going on. I imagine we want to give those guys and gals a little bit of distance as we're driving down the road.
Absolutely. They're very large trucks. They take a lot of room to turn and to stop. So, please and don't crowd unless you want salt flying on your car, which comes out pretty fast and hard from the back of those trucks. Don't crowd the trucks. Give them the space they need, please, to do their jobs and make the roads safe for the rest of us.
All right, Craig, thank you very much. I might check in again with you. I hope none of this happens, but if it does, glad to know that you and the team at the Road Commission for Oakland County is hard at work. Thank you for joining us. Is there anywhere that people can go online to kind of get an update of how you're doing?
Yeah, we have a real-time traffic map on our website, www.rcocweb.org, and click on the real-time traffic button. What that does is show you the congestion levels on many of our main roads in the county. You can also click on cameras on many of the freeways and see a real-time image of what the road surface is like and how traffic is moving on there. So that's a great resource as well. Absolutely.
Technology, ain't it grand? Thank you, Craig Bryson. You're a good friend of the show, good friend of mine. Thank you. You're always available when we call. Good to see you. Good luck with the weather.
Thank you, and thanks for the great job you guys do there.